Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and I'm going to dip back into the gas tank today, and we're going to have a look at some of the genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles. So easier even than yesterday's, in theory at least. So I'm going to have a go at that shortly. Now, first of all, don't forget our book, the Kickstarter. If you haven't pledged to join and get a copy of the book, do consider going over to our Kickstarter. It'll be the first link under the video, above the links to the gas puzzles, in fact, which will be below that. We're really hoping to make Volume 2 of Cracking the Cryptic's greatest hits really special. And as Simon says, some of the puzzles since the first book have been better than anything ever before. I mean, there are just some astonishing puzzles in the book already. And hopefully we can add more content as we reach more stretch goals. We're looking forward to that. Now, also on Patreon, fantastic competition, very much for aficionados, I think. It's Jovial and Shy's classic, and the competition is to explain a good solution path, and the best explanation or the best solution path to clearly explain how to solve the puzzle will win a prize, yet to be determined, but we're really looking forward to the answers coming in. The last time we ran one of these, the actual chosen explanation was absolutely brilliant, so it's really just down to you guys to see if you can do it, because it's a heck of a puzzle. It really is. That's on our Patreon. The contest is now closed for the month, but the Duality Skunkworks competition, but that Shy and Jovial competition will be running till the end of the month, till the 31st. And of course, on the next day, we will bring out the next monthly Patreon reward, and we're looking forward to that. So that's all on those. We're trying to figure out a date on which to stream again. I mean, I've been a bit up all hours doing Sudoku at the World Championships, but I cannot claim to be out of practice for trying to solve a number of puzzles in a short time, which is what I'll be doing today. I won't go quite as fast as yesterday and have to commentate on my solves. I will be trying to explain what I'm doing as I go through the puzzles today. What I'm going to do, as always, is run through, well, not just the rules, but what's been said on Discord about the puzzles by the constructors. These get posted on the daily puzzle channel on the Discord server, and they're a brilliant set of puzzles every day. There's a new one. I catch up with them about a month later. I'm exactly a month behind the first of these puzzles. Sometimes I'm a month behind the last one, so I must have caught up a bit lately. But anyway, we get back to these every 4 or 5 days. So we are going to have a look at those. Anything else to mention? No, let's just get on with it. Right, so what has been said on Discord? Now, the first puzzle, this is called Killer by Sam Turgelman Lines. And what Turganus posted is, hello, clearly and obviously, my name is Sam Turgelman Lines, one of 3 regular setters for gas. Of course I am. And on this most normal of days, I will post a puzzle in the channel that I clearly always post in. Yes, this is very familiar to me. I'm suspecting there's irony there. Today's gas is a killer Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in a cage cannot repeat and must sum to the total in the cage. That's how killer Sudoku works. There are 2 hat and 1 hat times for the quicker solvers, and they will be in the description field of the video. But there is also a dinosaur if you don't make either of those times that gets awarded to you, and this time the species is a kind Cratosaurus. Then we will move on to Wrong Answers Only by Philip Newman, who says, for today's intro, I thought I'd ask a simple question. What is your favourite number? And the choices he gives are 7, 3, 8, 4, 5, 13, 9, 42, and none of the above. Surely none of those can be the wrong answer only, because it's either one of them or none of the above. Anyway, I don't have a favourite number. I like them all equally, which is appropriate for Sudoku solving, I think. I suppose maybe 21's moved up the list a bit. But anyway, he says, today's gas is a classic Sudoku, so if your favourite number isn't an integer from 1 to 9, you're out of luck. Normal Sudoku rules apply, and that's it. And then we'll go on to Clone Sudoku by Clover, who says, the dinosaurs somehow got into the clone bay overnight. Somebody left the gate open, and now they're overrunning the place like tribbles. Help a sister out and solve this clone Sudoku? It won't solve the dinosaur problem, of course, but it'll reduce the number of unsolved Sudokus floating around. Normal Sudoku rules apply. The two grey shapes contain exactly the same digits in the same positions. Digits may repeat within grey shapes as long as they follow Sudoku rules. I think they must do, because those shapes are more than 9 cells big. The dinosaur this time is a stealthy shanag. Is that a dinosaur? What the heck is shanag? It doesn't even have a Latin ending. And then we go on to a Philip puzzle on the 4th day. Today's gas is a killer Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cages cannot repeat and must sum to the total given. The dinosaur is a blissful Blicanosaurus. Blicanosaurus? I don't know. And then, then we're back to Clover. So that's Teganus, 2 Philips and 2 Clovers. Sam must be on sabbatical. That seems to be what's going on. Anyway, this is today's gas is checks notes 159 Sudokus. Gosh, that's a lot of solving. Better get started. It's actually a single 159 Sudoku. We've done this variant in gas before, but the rules are a little tricky to wrap your head around, so read carefully and feel free to ask questions before you start. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each digit in the first column tells you where the 1 is located in its row. For instance, if there's a 3 in the first column, let's say it was here, then the 1 in that row must be located in the 3rd cell from the left. So that 3 would put a 1 in this cell. That's how it works. Similarly, each digit in the 5th column tells you where the 5 is located in that row. So if there was a 2, let's say, no, a 1 in that row, that would put a 5 in that row, in that cell. So it's an indexing puzzle, basically. And in the 9th column, each digit tells you where the 9 is located in that row as well. So that's why they're coloured in pink, because those are the 3 indexing digits. The dinosaur this time is an overabundant Ovarosaurus. And those are the rules of the puzzles. What I'm going to do is solve them relatively quickly. As I say, I will talk my way through it with the clock on, and you can try them first, of course, in the links under the video. There are 2 links for each puzzle. One is to solve it in our software on a tinyurl link, and the other is to solve it in fpuzzles, just in case tinyurl doesn't work for you. Now, let's get started. Why not? I'm going to do the first one by Teganus under his pseudonym here. Let's get cracking. Teganus is a great solver and very welcome to the gas series, of course, in my opinion. But that's a nice start in the central box. Oh, hang on, that makes 3 and 1 there. There's a 1 in the 7 cage. Oh, we're away here. Cooking with gas, almost, as it's gas. That's a 2, that's a 1. Ah, there are some really nice starting points for a gas here. 1, 2, 2. Now, this is all of these cages only so far only have 1 or 2 fills, which really does make for approachability. That's what it's all about. So 1, 2, 3. Don't know about the 10 cage there. This one has to be 4 and 1. Now, this can't have a 1 in it, and now I know that has to be 2, 3, 5. I don't know about that 10 cage. We'll get to that. Let's see what the pencil marking will reveal now. There's a 7, 8, 9 triple. Ah, there's a 3, 4 pair. That's what it reveals. 2, 3, 2, 1. That's now a 5. They're not. The 4 is looking up there, so we get the 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Oh, 6, 8, 9 all see that cell, so it's a 7. Yes, that's interesting. Actually, there is an analogous situation at the top of the grid that I just hadn't spotted. 8, 9, that places the 9 here. That's an 8, 7 pair, so that's a 9. And they don't have a 9 in. Right, so that's quite a lot of progress. That is a naked single 6. And we've got a 7-8 pair. This now can't contain 1, 2, or 6, and must be 3, 7. That's not right. I've just mistyped a digit. Thank goodness for that. Scary moment. Does it look like the puzzle was broken for a second? That's a 6, 8, and 7 there. We get a 9 in column 2 and a 1, 4, 5 triple. I've just noticed that has to be a 7 now. 2 and 6, I can actually place them from the 6, 8 cage. Now, what have we got left at the top? 6, 8, and 7. Well, that's got to be 7 or 8. It's probably not the right thing to be looking at. 7, 8 pair there makes that 3. Now, down this column, yes, 5 at the bottom, so 9 at the top. Then I can do 5 there, 4 here. That fixes the 5, 4 pair. Now I am going to use the 7, 8 pair in this column. There's also a 7, 8 pair in box 3 this is, sorry. And that's very helpful. Yeah, here we go. I think this is going to be a quick time because this really has been approachable, particularly in terms of the helpful cages. I mean, you can't ask for a better introduction to Killer Sudoku than this puzzle, I think. Very neatly done, as one would expect from somebody with the quality of Turganus. And we've got 1, 8, 3 there. Well, no, we don't quite go. We do when we finish. Oh, no, we still don't. Either I've got my settings wrong or I've mistyped a digit somewhere. So I'm going to have to find that. Yes, it's that one. It's not. I've messed up. This isn't looking good down here. Oh, that's very interesting. Mark has fouled it all up. Look, I've got 2 7s in the bottom row as well. That 6, 8 has to be right. So there's something going on with 5s and 7s. Oh, look, I've got 3s here. Wow, this is really falling apart here. Right, so let's fix that as 7, 5. Now I'm sort of fixing it on the fly, and this is not the best way or the recommended way to fix things that have gone wrong. Man, it doesn't want to be fixed like that. Okay, I'm going to have to go back to where I started going wrong, work out when that is, and this has really messed up my time. Just as I was commentating on how well I was doing, I was not doing well. Was I all right at this point? Maybe. Certainly didn't feel anything had gone wrong, but then I never felt that actually anywhere. So let's try it from here. 3. You may have seen exactly what I did wrong as I did it, which is obviously quite embarrassing for me, but these things happen. You just have to fix them as best you can, which is a good life lesson as well. 5 there, and then we get a 7 and a 4. 8. See, this feels all right again, but I'm getting a bit scared. 5, 3, 8, 7, 3, 9. That's all worked. 1, 2. But, I mean, it was all working up until it didn't work last time. 5, 1, 4, 3. No, 1, 3, 6, 4. There we go. 5 minutes, 33 seconds. Probably still just quick enough to get the 2 hats, despite the complete schlub in the middle. But there we go. Whew, poor. Anyway, now a classic. And yeah, I mean, my form on these was good in the last week. Let's see if I can keep it going. So, where do we start? There's so much to look at here. So many given digits. Philip, you are too kind. And I'm not starting in the right place, clearly, because I'm not finding instant write-ins. Right, so I'm going to have to pencil mark. Yeah, I am. Okay, 1, 2, what's there? 1 is in one of those cells. So 1 now is in one of those, so that's a 1. Okay, one of those is a 1. We're back to pencil marks. 4 is in one of those. 8's in one of those. There's an awful lot of pencil marking opportunities. 2 digits in 2 possible places. but not a lot of write-in digits. That is a naked 2 though, so that might help. It might. Doesn't really. 21987. Yes, that now becomes a 4-6 pair. And that doesn't get me any further either. So 3 and what is it? Oh no, yeah, 3 and 5 in those cells. Can't see how to do that. Oh, Phillips done it again. Right, we've got an 8 in a pair of cells there. We've got 7 in one of those two. 8 in this box is fixed. That's what I should have been looking at. That does that 7 that I just pencil marked. That's a naked 9. Then we get 2 and 6. That's now a 1-7 pair. That's an 8-3 pair which can be filled in. This is a 5-9 pair which can be filled in. That's going to sort out the 5-3 pair at the bottom. There we go. Okay, so now I feel like we're getting somewhere a bit quicker. That's now a 1-3 pair. That's 4 or 6, so we place the 2 in that row, and then 2 in this column. That gives us the 1 X-wing sorted. Finish that row, and row 4 as well. 6-9 pair there, and a 3-2 pair up the middle. Now there's an X-wing on 3s. That's going to put a 3 there. So always helpful to notice something like that. Then 6 and 9, 8 and 5. We've got an 8-5 pair down the bottom of column 3 as a result. That must be 4. That's 6. That's 7. 4, 7. Now 6, 4. Can't do the 7-1 at the top yet. Oh, come on. Something must be given away. 9 and 2 fixes 3, and 2 fixes 3 and 1. Not 0, and then we get 4, 7, fixing 1, 7. I'm pretty confident there's no mistakes this time. So 9 and 6. There we go. 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Could have been a bit quicker, but I'm happy enough with that. Excellent. We shall move on to the clone Sudoku. I do like clone puzzles. So let's restart the clock. See how we do. They say, do what they say on the tin, basically. Now, how do we get started here? Right. Those digits can't include 4, 3, 2, 1 or 5 based on both clones. So that gives us a couple of remaining digits in the rows. We can probably do the same thing. Yes, 5, 6, 8, 9. So that's got to be where 6 goes. 5, 8, 9 there. That's the 2 because 2 wasn't on these digits in this row. 6, 5, 8, 9 leaves a 1. Now 5, 8, 9 leaves a 2, 4, 7 triple. Okay, let's do it again here. 5, 1, 6, 3 and a 9 means this is 4, 2, 8, 7. I can place the 4. Let's re-pencil mark those. 2, 8, 7, that's a 9. Now they're 4, 2, 8, 7 here as well, but it's not quite so clear which one is which. It does make that a 3. Those can't have a 6 in, so they're 7, 8, 9. Right, that's a 5, 4 pair. I can do 3, 8. Now I know the bottom needs 5, 8, 9 along with a 4. 4 must be in these cells, so it must be in the corner, yes. That's a coincidence of 4s in 2 groups of 3 cells in the same box. Sorry if that explanation sounds a little garbled, but I know what I'm talking about. Now, that's a 6, 7 pair, which I can do. So the 6 in the top row is there. 5, those can't be 9, so that's where 9 is. Interesting. They're a 5, 8 pair. In fact, I can do them. This can't be... let's not do those. Let's get rid of 8 out of those and put it there. Now that's a 2, 7 pair. Trying to jump around. Maybe I should just stay where I am. No, I don't know. Let's figure out these. No, these. No. 4, 7. They're resolved. So the 7 can't be there. 6, 6. We need a 6. These 2x2 boxes are not very helpful to filling in quickly. 7, 9 is seen there. Should I be pencil marking them? It feels pointless at this point. I can fill in a 1 in the box. That's interesting. And a 3. And 6 must be in one of those cells. That doesn't do anything else, though. That's just completing stuff. That can't be a 9. So 2 is in one of those. Ooh, suddenly got stuck here. Very strange. Oh, I can fill in 1 and 3 up here as well. That might actually help. We get a 2, 4 pair. These are from 2, 5, 8. It might not help. These are from 5, 8, 9. I seem to have the same sorts of digits in these bottom rows a lot. Right, I am going to pencil mark this one now. 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom. 2, 1 and 3 are the only placed digits in these columns. That is leaving me to wonder how are they ever going to be resolved, because the clones! It's not just triples and pairs that I have to work out. I can actually copy the clones. How have I forgotten that? That's so feeble. I mean, this is the sort of thing that haunts me at championships. 6, 9. Honestly, I had basically used the clone rule where I could use it and then totally forgotten the full import of what it meant later. 6, 7. Oh, I don't know. I must be able to do that 8, 4 pair. Oh no, I'm going to have to use the clone again. Yes. Yes. Remember. Those can't have a 2. That can't be 8. This must all work in some way. That's where 2 goes. Yes, it is. So that's a 5, that's a 9, that's an 8. That fixes 5 and 8. Transfer that to the other clone, and I can do this last deadly pattern. And that's a nice puzzle. I struggled a bit there. 4 minutes 49. I suspect I'm still on 2 hat times for all of the puzzles, although not one of them have I actually done as quickly as I'd like. But that's fine. Easy killer, says Philip. Now, it's just a killer. So just like the Teganos one, we have got some practice. Okay, what can we use here? We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 set there. 1, 2 pair there. 8 in box 1. Or maybe there's some Sudoku to do in a killer Sudoku. That's slightly unusual. I mean, obviously there is a joke to be made there, but normally you have to consider the cage totals long before you think about any given digits in a killer Sudoku, and that might not be the case here. That is a naked 5, for instance, which is really strangely unusual. 3 and a 4 pair there. Now that's a 1, 3 pair, so 1, 2, 3 down here. That's got to be helpful. Can't place the 8. Oh, I can place 9 in the row. That's a 4 because of the 1, 2, 3 pair. This is 5 or 7. This is 6, 7 or 8. This makes this above it 2, 3 or 4. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How have I not noticed that? It's so annoying. In fact, there's a 1, 3 pair looking down at that cell, which becomes a 2. That also looks there. But 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, we've got 8. That has to be 7 because that's 6, 9 are looking at it. And that's 6, 9. Now, if that adds up to 31 and that adds up to 11, yes, we can use the secret very handily on this row. 45 minus those 42 leaves a 2 and a 1 pair. And that is going to sort out a lot of this box. 4 must be there, not there. So we get another 1, 2 pair. That's a 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. This is 5. That's 7. That's 3. That fixes 4 and 3. It doesn't do the 1, 2 stuff, but the 3 looks across the grid. Gets that 1, 3 pair. 2 could still be there. 2, 1, 3, 9, 7. 6 is placed in this box. That's 4 or 5. This can't be 7 anymore. 6127. I'm going to have to use this 19 cage. 6 in it means the others only add up to 13 and must include a 1. So that's a 2 and that's the 1. Okay, that was useful killer total knowledge. 9 in this row cannot be in the 11 cage, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, as I would have known if I'd noticed it and thought about it at all. That's not a 2. Right. 3, 2, 1, 7. 6 is in this cage, along with 2 digits that total 9, which must be 4 and 5. So that's the 5. And there's a 4, 6 pair above. So then we've got 8 and 9 there. 1, 6, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that does add up to the right total. 3, 5, 4. The 4 fixes this 10 cage. That's a 6. 7 and 1. 3 and 7. What have we got? 8 and 4 to go in this box. That becomes a 5. 3, 4, 9. So I can put those in. 4, 9, 3. Haven't checked the total, but I suspect it will work. 8 and 7. We go down for 8 there. That's become a 5. This is a 4. Just noticed I can do the 1, 2. I can do this 1, 3 and this 1, 2 as a consequence. That's a 6. 4, 6. Must be able to finish off the 1, 2 and the 1, 4 on the left hand side. 1 box to go. And there we go. 3 minutes 57. Okay, this time I'm not going to complain. I could have been much quicker. Maybe if I'd spotted some of the totals that I didn't really notice quickly, but it's a nice puzzle. Again, a very nice introduction to Killer. Both the ones this week have been really good for teaching people Killer. What was it that I did have a bit of specialist knowledge? That 13 and 4 cells would have to include a 1. That was useful there. Anyway, let's have a look at the 159 Sudoku by Clover Reset. And this is the indexing one. Let's go. Ooh, there's not a lot of digits here. But we know where 1, 5 and 9 are in some of these rows, so we can fill in the indexing. 8th column, 1 is in the 2nd column, 5 is in the 8th column, 9 is in the 6th column, 5 is in the 2nd column, 1 is in the 4th column, 9 is in the 8th column, 9 is in the 2nd column, 5 is in the 6th. We don't have the 1 down here. But that is a naked single now, self-referential indexing digit. 6 and 3. I'm trying to just finish off these rows that I've got so many digits in. 2, 6 and 9. Well, the 2 has to be there. This is how helpful the given digits are in this puzzle. So, there we go. Now, for once, I'm going to try and not forget the rule that each group of these has to have 1 high, 1 middle, and 1 low digit. So I'm going to put a 9 in there and say that that means the 1 is there. The reason for that is fairly obvious if you think about what those digits actually mean and how digits can't repeat in boxes. That's a naked 5. I've got a 1, 9 pair there. Let's look down, I don't know, where shall I look? Let's look in the final column. 3 is in one of those, which relates to 9 in one of those. These 2 and 8 must be disambiguators for rows 1, 3 and rows 7 and 9 in turn, which is a bit weird to me. I don't quite understand. Yes, it means that 3 can't be in one of those cells. How is that helpful? That means this is 1 or 9. This is 6 or 7, which puts 1 in one of those 2 cells. Yeah, that's therefore not a 5, so that's not a 1. So that's a 9 and that's a 5, and they refer to each other. Now, does that fix everything? No. Let's look at this 2, which says that 7 is not in any of the pink cells in this row. So that's a 1. That is 3 or 4, but okay, I'm not going to say I know what that is yet. This one is now 5. That's 3 or 6. It's got, oh yes, that's become 9. That becomes 1. That is a 3. What have we got here? 3 and 7 in this column. And in the final column, we've got 3, 4, and 7. And Sudoku does all of those. Now, in the first row, that first column rather, that gives us 6 and 7. Now I can do 2 and 3. We've started with the drilling next door. Drilling. 7 there. I'm trying to do this by Sudoku without worrying too much about what I still find a slightly complicated rule. 6 and 4. This feels like a 5-minute puzzle for me, but I will see if that's right. 4, 2. I'm often very wrong in my estimates of how long I'm taking. 1 and 8. There we go. Oh, I am wrong. 3 minutes 37. So that was quick. Yeah, I mean, it's a good puzzle, but that's a lot of given digits, especially including 1s, 5s, and 9s, which is generous, and that is the point of genuinely approachable Sudoku, sometimes called generally approachable Sudoku, but it's actually generously approachable Sudoku too. So always a pleasure to have a go at the gas puzzles, and I hope you did have a go at those because they're very good. I think any standard of solver can get through those. I was going to say competitor. I'm so focused on the championship at the moment. Anyway, thank you very much for watching as always. Do think about the Kickstarter if you would, and hope to see you soon on the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.